How you doing, gardeners? Ed Snyder with Fresh Picked Acres of Kansas. In this new YouTube video we have for you today is we are actually seeding our, we got some seeding going on. It's springtime. Even though it's January, for us, it's time to think about getting those tomatoes ready that's going to be going in the greenhouse the first week of April. So we have to get those seedlings planted. Delia is going to show you how she's going to plant some peppers. We're also in the greenhouse, believe it or not, where it's about 80 degrees on some of these 40-degree days. So we're getting some spinach seeded in there in the small greenhouse. So bottom line is things are starting to move along. Like always, hey, we appreciate everybody who's been subscribing. Please continue to do so. Help us push us up. We're looking for those 300 folks, you know, and that's small potatoes for maybe some of the big channels, but for Delia and I, we are certainly looking forward to it. Trying to do this nice monetization drive to try to increase our sales or increase our income in this coming year. We've been at it for 2 years. It's time for us to go to the next level. So like always, hit that like and subscribe and come grow with us. So I have the 2 rows done that we're going to do spinach in, but I need to go ahead and I want to put down some dry fertilizer. We're going with spinach, so I'm going to put down, I have some leftover urea, so I'm going to put the urea down and sprinkle some of that on it. Won't take a lot. Just a couple pounds for no more I'm doing. You don't want to burn your plants, you know. It took a little while to get the, it took me a while to get the tiller working for the first time. So I'll be right back to you. Okay, so now I got my urea here. Let's go sprinkle that in, and I'll quickly go ahead and till that in and get it ready for Delia so she can go ahead and plant that spinach. Let's take a look in here as to how warm the high tunnel is. Let's look at that. Whew. And it is currently about 68 degrees right now on a 32-degree day. That's the advantage you get with the high tunnel. I'm lowering it got down below zero. I'm resetting my high-low thermometer. If you never had a high-low thermometer, you just push that button, and now they're both reading 68 degrees, and it'll tell us, you know, how much our temperature is going to be in a couple days. Let me go and set you guys down. I'm going to go ahead quickly. I'm going to put down the fertilizer. You can level just about anything if you take one of these yard rakes, but don't do it like this unless you want to scrape things up. But turn it upside down and just let the dirt kind of go over the top of it, and it's pretty easy to get you a little bit level. There's faster ways. There's actually, you can have a welder make you a leveler that you can pull behind you or on a stick or on a chain. all kinds of things you can do. But yeah, it's pretty easy.
So right now I'm going to plant some spinach. They like the cool weather, and we're going to be getting into the 40s this coming week, pretty much for the next week, as far as the forecast can tell us, about maybe 7 days out. We're going to stay in the 40s. And he reset this high-low thermometer, and right now we're sitting at about 62 degrees, and he had the side open. He left it open because he was in here tilling. And so because of the gas fumes and stuff, he had the side open. So I just closed them up. And even with that being open for the past couple of hours, the current temperature in here is 62. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be planting some spinach, probably just a third of the row in here. That should be plenty for now. And maybe in about 2 weeks, I'll do another third. And soon enough, I'll be planting some lettuce and radishes and something else, which I can't remember right now. But yeah, all that will go in here. And I see my little kitty outside wants to come in, so let me let him in. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll do about a third of a row, and I like to use just a little shovel and put seed in. And I do have a seeder, and eventually I'll use that. But for now, I'm just going to hand seed it. Just planting them like every 4 inches or so. Like I said, I'm only going to do at most a third, maybe just a quarter of the row. That'll be plenty to pick for. Well, today is the beginning of the new season. I get to go, well, not really, because I planted some spinach last week, but today I'm going to start seeding all the plants. I will do peppers today, and they will be going in the small tunnel eventually in April. Peppers take a while to germinate, so I'll start them indoors on heat mats and get that going today. Tomorrow I'll probably start tomato seeds. But as you can see, we still have tons of snow. I am ready for spring. I am not a cold weather person. In fact, I always say, give me a 100-degree day any day. I'm going to water them again. And I will probably in a couple of days plant some more spinach and some lettuce. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll plant some radishes. But it feels absolutely wonderful in here. I don't like the cold. We still have lots of snow. You can see through the plastic. We still have lots of snow outside. But let's check the temperatures in here. It feels wonderful. It is, right now, I don't know if you can see it, but it is right now 82 degrees in here. It feels great. And it got to a low of 26, and right now it's the high of the day. We're at 82. It feels great. So I'm going to water this spinach, and hopefully they'll start germinating soon. And like I said, right now it is only probably around 46 degrees outside. So this is where I always put my seedlings. I have 2 heating mats down there, and I have them on. It's going to take a little while for them to start heating up. I cleaned them off. I have them plugged in because peppers like to be nice and warm, and so do the tomato seeds. So today we're going to do peppers. I got it all going, and then I will close this off so that the heat stays in there. So I need to go through these and try to find pepper seeds. See, I got a whole bin of seeds in there, and I got 2 more bins of seeds over there, and I have another bin up at the house. So let me go through them, and I will find, and there's my crazy kitty, and I will find the pepper seeds that I will seed today. Alrighty, so I got my 3 trays that each hold 50 seeds. I got my dirt. I have to still put water in it. And there goes my crazy cat. Come on, off, crazy cat. He's a new kitten, so he doesn't know what's going on. And we're trying a new variety of pepper seeds. These are from Rupp, and they're called Turnpike. So these are supposed to be nice bell pepper type peppers, and I still have some left from last year, which I'm going to plant, and I will go through these and see what I have. So the peppers I'm going to plant are, like I said, Turnpike, which is a new variety that we got from Rupp Seed. It's a big green sweet pepper. We're going to do Pepper Captain, which is also a big green sweet pepper. We're going to do Red Nights, which we grew last year, and I still have some seeds, so I'm going to plant them. You can pick them when they're green, and they're also a nice big bell pepper, but they will turn red, but most green peppers will. And then I have this called Sunbright, which is a yellow sweet bell type pepper. So I'm going to do some of those. And the other thing I wanted to do in the high tunnel this year is to do some jalapeno peppers. I've always planted them in the field. They don't grow that big, and they're extremely hot. So I'm going to try them in the house. I'm only going to do like 6 plants in the house and see if they will grow larger and not as hot. So we will try that. So I mix the water in with the dirt, and I'm still mixing it in. But I don't like it too soppy. I don't like it like, I know Ed says squeeze it and it has to hold its shape. As long as it holds its shape minimally, I'm happy with it. And then I'm just filling up the trays. And like I said, these are trays that hold 50 seeds in it. And I have washed and disinfected these trays, and I still got a whole bunch more to do. We've tried different trays throughout the years. We have some never sink trays. I don't particularly like them that much, but I do use them when I have to. They are sturdy. That's the best thing about them, is that they're very sturdy. I like these. I've tried the trays that have like the wells are teeny tiny. I don't like those. I just don't think the plant is big enough to be able to pull it out and transplant it. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people use them, so I'm sure a lot of people have success with them, but I have not. I end up ripping out too many roots because they're so little and I can't pull them out successfully. So and once I get these done, I will put water in the bottom tray, so that, like I said, so that it sucks water in from the bottom. And so especially when you first put the seed in, you don't want to disturb that seed. You want it to, to sit there nicely, but you want to keep it moist. So if you put water in the tray, the dirt will suck up the water, and it'll keep the seed moist, and it won't disturb the seed when it's first germinating and, when the little roots are coming out. If you water them from the top, you will disturb them. I remember when we first started, I watered from the top, and then especially with the little tiny seeds that you don't have that much dirt on top of them, they would float off to the next tray, to the next well, and then I would have 2 in one well and none in the other. So I like it this way better. Just to show you, the potting mix that we use is Pro Mix by Myco Rhizae. So we buy this at Mass, and we usually go through about 1.5 bags every season. So this is the half a bag that we didn't use last year, and we'll have to buy a new one when we go up there in February. We'll probably have to get some more plastic mulch and a few other things we need for the farm. I have all 3 trays filled with dirt. I'm actually going to make my labels now. I'm probably like most of you, you've tried different label markers, and I'm not going to buy a label machine yet because it's only for our own purpose. We don't sell many plants. So I'm going to label them as to what I have. And I think this is the marker we bought for label writing. The Sharpies don't work that well. They will fade out with the sun eventually. So this is a red night. And I have some bright yellow. And I have Dante, which is a jalapeno. And like I said, I'm only going to do about 6 plants of those. And I have, what else do I have? Captain, which is a yellow bell. I mean, not a yellow bell, a green bell. Captain. And I have the new one that we're going to try this year, which is Turnpike. And I don't find any of the, gosh, what was it called? That 3-lobe long green pepper. What was it called? Excuse me. I don't remember. But if I do find some of those, I do want to plant some of those. So the first ones we're going to do is the Turnpike. I will do at least 1 full tray of this and then see what I have of the other ones. I do find that most people like the regular green bells instead of anything else. So I'm just going to put 1 seed per well, and then I'm going to put a little bit of dirt on top of it and then put it in the other room where it's going to have the plastic covering, and they're going to be on heating mats. There's a lot of noise up there. Maddie, are you up there? I think we have a ghost upstairs. The good thing that these seeds are colored, so I don't lose my place at where I'm at. Okay, so that's 1 tray. Let me get the rest of these back in the bag. I'm just going to disturb the soil a little bit and just slightly cover them. Other side. So that was the Turnpike. So let me find this label for that. That's the Turnpike. All right, and I'll probably plant more of those, but let's do the Red Knights. The Red Knights we have grown the past couple of years. It is a very nice pepper, a nice big blocky pepper. It will grow green like a regular green pepper, but it matures at a nice red color, nice deep red color. But I will pick a lot of them at the green stage. Because even though some people do like red, I would say the majority of them still want green. Bell in there. Let's see if I picked one out of them. Yep, I did. One more. Okay. And the last tray is just going to be a mixture of the Captain, the Sun Bright Yellow, and the jalapeno. All right, so I've done seeding them all. I'm going to put them in my rack, and then I will put some water on the bottom tray so that they stay moist. Especially with being on a heating mat, they will dry out pretty fast. And I also turn the bottom one up so that when I close it up, it'll be nice and warm and cozy in there. All right, so I totally enclose the rack again with the plastic so that the heat and the moisture stay in there. If I find that it's still too cold, I do have a humidifier, and that will add a lot of moisture and heat in there. I've done that in the past too. So for now, I put the mats on. That will warm them up. I put water in the tray. I think you can probably see that. And I will come and check on them tomorrow.